welcome back to another episode of Chasing the Dream on Alma, Missouri. So we have got our crops starting to pop up. We are now in May. I'd say right now the rye, looking all right. Yield's looking a little bit lower than we'd like. Not too happy about that, but we'll figure it out. Corn is sprouting right up really fast over there. We got to get beans planted, and we are working on our first. I'll run over here. First silage harvest cut. So, like I said, we'll take silage out of this one. Going around mowing it right now. Get that done. So we should be able to mow again. I think in July. Maybe sneak in one more time. See if we can jump through here. But we did some buying, as you can see. Our funds are low. So I saw a versatile 520 harvester was on sale. Actually, it still might be there. Yep, there's the RT 520. Tempting, however, I think Pleasant can get us something a little more reasonable price and still gleaner. So we're gonna wait. I know, risky. But this was on sale for quite a bit off. It's the 340 CBT Magnum. This thing, one, is loaded. I was very impressed with this. We got this and one other thing at an auction. We get in here, take a look inside the cab. So let's fire it up here. So we got the AFS Pro 700 monitor. We got the field viewer. See where that guy's field was before. Over on that side of town. But yeah, I mean, pretty cool. I like this purchase. Definitely, 410 horsepower. Gonna be something I think we're gonna have a good time with. Now, if we run over here, we have our second purchase. We got rid of that small John Deere, the 63s. And we're just having issues with PTO left and right. And really, when it comes down to it, is we need the PTO. We need it for, the grain bin augers. We need it for feeding, even Holland, the manure. So, yeah, well, you know what, might as well hop in this one, right? You guys probably want to see the inside of this too. So yeah, no dashes or anything, but a good little workhorse I think this will be for us. So excited to put that thing to the test. Very small, low to the ground. And actually I just realized it looks like the lights were on. Whoops. I was moving stuff this morning, feeding the cows with it. Worked pretty well. But yeah, like I said, we'll end up windrolling that stuff over there. What I want to do is we're going to put the Magnum to the test. I'm not really the test, but I mean, this will fit far better for us than using any larger equipment. So, and allow our Puma to get to work. So we'll fire this up. Switch outside the camera. But cedar should be all set to go with soybeans. We got to get those in ground. So that's going to be the focus. Oh, looks like it's sliding down the hill on us. See if we can get around there. If I can pin that hitch. Yep, so pretty good. Fertilizer I'm not too worried about. Shouldn't need a lot of that. But we'll get this moving. Few things I think I might have to go in and tune up, but overall, they gave it a pretty high rating on the inspection too. I was shocked what it went for. So I like that. You get the little flashers. Swing them up, swing them down. You got a little button inside. Pretty cool. But yeah, well, here, let's look at the corn. I mean, this is shooting right up. I think, expected yield 108%. I think we did a good job with this. And this is what we need. We tend to buy a dryer, which, we're shopping around. Pleasant's got a few in mind for me. He said he's seen at some farms that might be available. There's another one Squatch mentioned to us. Should give us a larger capacity. It's a nice little setup. It's a a new system to be able to hop the bins over and everything, so I think that'll be good for us. But for now, the big thing is getting this planted, getting the beans down in this field over here. Because right now, I mean, we're seeing good growth overall. Like I said, a little frustrated with the rye. Oops. We want to be on the planter. There we go. So get this going, and we'll take it on the rest of the day from there. Get it dropped. There we go. Like I said, we'll get those beans. They shouldn't go through much fertilizer. In fact, that might be my only worry with this field, is that the nitrogen level's still a little high. Even though the sunflower should have took some of it out, we'll see. So I'm gonna get working on this, and I'll see y'all after that. Alright, so I'm helping out here. We got one helper planting the corn right now, the other mowing over here. You got someone down town with my truck picking up a new wagon for us. We brought another wagon back, sold it. We'll get rid of the box wagon. We got a floating deck now that we'll bring in for this silage harvest, and well, I should say yeah, grass silage is what we're going to create, so I guess call it a grass silage harvest. But yeah, we'll do that, and you know, being right there, I figure, you know, if we can carry more over at one time and, you know, keep that harvester running. Ideally, I'd like to get a second one down the road along with the truck, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. For now, like I said, pushing this M5. You know, I know it looks a little small compared to our rake, but it's doing a good job, and the rake doesn't take much to operate, so it works out for us. You know, ideally, we want to get this all raked up before the end of this episode. You know, we want our planting done, we want the mowing done, and we'll kind of see where we're at. But ideally, I think next episode we'll be harvesting this. You know, maybe later in May 1st. We'll see. Might have to put fertilizer down on our rye. I haven't really gone and looked at the wheat yet, so I think maybe towards the end of this episode we'll head across the creek and we'll take a look at that, because we want to make sure that's coming in nice too. Now, we plowed all that. Actually, we cultivated, which actually might have been our yield killer, because we did put spray down on it, so maybe we have to throw some more fertilizer over it. We'll look into that. If we get some liquid fert, do that. Looks like our driver is back. Can't really see it from here, but yeah, so we'll keep plugging away at this. I'm gonna do this until I get a phone call, essentially, that we need to refill the 340, because that right now is planting soybean. But yeah, this M5, I'd say, operates pretty well. Overall, I'm impressed with what it's doing for the, you know, the small task that we need it for. That's what we bought this for. You know, yeah, we paid a little more. Yeah, I think we got like $4 grand for our 6300. But this one costs about 29-30 grand, I think, at the auction. Then there's another 120 for the 340. So yeah, we spent some money, but little additions can go away. This allows us to get more done at a time and not be chasing sunset every day, trying to get everything accomplished. As you see, you know, this is gonna start really putting a tax on everything we do. And like I said, you know, I almost want to get a second truck, even if it's a, you know, dump truck style, silage truck style, enough to get that done. So looks like they're done mowing. I should be going to put that away, and then what I might have them actually do is come over, take over for me, so I can just go be standing by when the seeder is done. So I think that's a switch out we'll make, and I'll see y'all in a bit. Alright, so we put the tractor away, we switched out with them. They're finishing up the raking. I want to go down here, check the wheat, see where that's at, how that's looking, and we'll bring the seed over to the 340 Magnum and get that reloaded. He's down to about 20%, so we want to get that tidied up. You know, and I wonder if I could drive right down there to that road. I think I could. So I'm gonna park right here for right now. Let's hop out and let's see where we're at with the wheat. So wheat, definitely looking good. 110% expected yield. Good color to it. Soil looks good. Roots looking good. I think I'm pretty happy with that. I think we did a good job on it. You know, we got 115% on the crop rotation with that one. You know, I think we're only 100% over there with the rye. It is what it is. Winter was a little tough too, and you know, winter wheat grows better than winter rye, so it is. So should be able to swing down here, cut around our neighbor's spot. I do have permission to do this, by the way, just so people don't freak out and think that I'm just cutting through a neighboring farmer and creating a feud. So, quite the slope there. But like I said, we'll head down here and get done. Ideally, this is like one of the next fields I think we should look into buying, actually. You know, keep it close to the farm. A lot of size there. Get the pond. Scenic. But yeah, so I'm gonna flag him down and not get stuck down in the creek today. I'm actually just gonna turn around here, so perfect. So we'll get that filled and I'll see you after that. So right now, what we have, oh, make that no. Right now we got planting going on. We got refilled. Should be good to finish that field from what I was seeing. What we want to do is, my plan is to put an actual TMR mixing silo system in over here. Right now we're going to be able to have the silage being made down in that fermenter we have, which will create methane and everything else. So what I want to do is I want to start taking a couple loads out of this. So if we look at it, where's our production? So it's empty over there. We know that. Our fermenting silo, that's the other one. We have 318,000 liters. I think 3 loads out of this, which may actually be too much now that I think about it, because we go down to the BGA. Not fully sure how much it can take, but I don't know if it can take that much. We've been putting about 70,000 in it. I'm trying to think if that's because that was pretty close to the top. But like I said, we'll get this loaded. It'll be about 63,000 liters, give or take. But I figure 2-3 truckloads over there. Get that BGA running, you know, make us some money. We're doing fine on silage, I think. And the rest of that, we'll have to figure out the plan with that. But I think overall, we're in good shape. Hopefully this truck lasts. Lately it seems to be fighting on everything. Thought I was in the silage spot. There we go. So we'll get this emptied. Like I said, we'll run over. We'll do another load. Probably even a third one. You know, as long as we have about 100,000 liters, cows will be good through the next cuts. By the time that next one's done fermenting, we'll be in a good position. Then we can just split batches from that point. My intention is to still do hay. Drive up the hill a little bit here. But yeah, to do hay in the second cut, I think, because we will need it, especially with a TMR system. So what I'm going to try to do this time, it's a little tight going around that other way. I think we might open that up a little more and not have the field edge right up to the farm the way it is. Back away a little bit. It's a little loud, at least in my ears. I want to be almost in my tracks from last time, which is what we're doing. And then we'll load it up. Also, we got a worker done. Bet you it's probably the planter. Could be the... Yeah, I'm gonna say it's probably the planter. That's good if they got beans in. Let's go to the map. I bet you that's who it is. Yeah. The rake's still going. And we are planted soybeans, which was field 21 and 20, now conjoined. Now it is planted. Like I said, 18. We got goals for that. I'd say 18 or 10. You know, what do these run at? So, field 10, 633,000. It'll be field 18, 451. So, field 18 is going to be probably our next one. Try to move around a little bit. If I want to fall in the same spot. But it should work as a good silage trailer for us. Like I said, let's take a look back in that silo. Just want to make sure. Oh yeah, 204. So we definitely going to take a third load out of that. If it all fits. You know, I don't want to fill this trailer and have it just sitting around either. So we'll have to be aware of that. But from now on, all our grass, we'll be turning the silage to go down to the fermenting station we have set up down there. Below the hill. Hoping that's going to be a good investment. I know this mini BGA here has, and being able to take some of that silage from there, haul it up here, and create even more methane and electricity is going to be beneficial. So that's what I was afraid of. It is at capacity. That is what that's telling me. So it is 75,000. So we will crank that up. I'm going to actually shut this off here. We'll leave it here. Hopefully by the time we go to harvest, we can get that in there. It goes pretty quick in the BJ. This will actually pack down more and more with however they run the system. So it'll move stuff. But we'll go clean up and get the equipment off the fields now that they're all finishing up. Make sure those guys are all set, do some minor repairs here and there, and get ready for our silage harvest. I think I'm going to leave it there. So, as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing the content. Thanks for the comments, the likes. It helps the channel. Hope you all have a great day, evening, morning, wherever you're at. Enjoy the day. Farmer Taz, out.